Hello and welcome to part 2 of episode 2 of The Wolf Among Us. That's not going to get complicated. So let's have a recap of what happened last time. So Crane busts out the police station and we started questioning Dee, and it turns out he was looking for something that Faith stole from his boss. And Beauty might know who the boss is. And then Snow White isn't dead. Let's get started. Smoke and mirrors. That security guard hasn't been awake in any of the times we've been in this apartment.
What the hell was going on down there, Bigby? Abusing a prisoner like that.
I didn't lay a hand on him. I wanted to do things the right way, but Bluebeard had other ideas. I tried to stop him, Snow.
I did. And how come you aren't a headless body?
You really scared us. If we'd just known you weren't actually dead...
I was working on this case.
You're not supposed to be
After
working on the
case. After a conversation in
case.
a taxi last night, I got a call from Toad. He said his son found a body.
I'm supposed to be working on the
We thought it was
case.
Faith at the time. Getting her back here wasn't easy. But hopefully we'll find something on her to help us track down the killer.
That's not your job, Snow.
Someone had to take care of it.
Snow?
What is it?
I'm glad you're... not dead.
Me too. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I just feel like...
And Bigby wants to get to
What
the
is
bottom
it?
of Snow White. For now.
I feel responsible in a way. She looked just like me. And maybe that's why she was killed.
Snow, it's not your fault.
But she looked just like me. That can't be a coincidence. We just have to find out who did this. And why she was glamored to look like me. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's
you're just
what it is,
magically
right?
made to look.
So, what's our next move?
We just keep doing what we've been doing. We do our jobs.
And I'm supposed to do what? Sit around the business office twiddling my thumbs? Waiting for the big bad wolf to solve all my problems?
That's not what I meant.
Well, then what did you mean? I told you, I'm tired of sitting around. I'm not going to be an
Good
errand girl
grief,
for Crane
woman.
anymore.
I just want you to be careful. I almost lost you once,
I'm
and...
not yours to lose.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Yep, be
I
like
know
that.
it's dangerous, but I'm not helpless. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for centuries. TJ is waiting inside.
Remember, I'm the
He was
werewolf,
so
the one
freaked
that's
out last
fighting
night, he wouldn't tell
Grendel
us
and the
much.
woodsman.
Even now, he just
Can't
stops
imagine
talking
her
altogether
doing
after a
that, to be
certain
honest.
point. He's pretty shaken up, though, so try not to be too, you know.
Myself.
Right.
I'm great with kids. Kids love werewolves. Although bringing him to the business office isn't exactly going to make him feel exactly at ease.
TJ's over there. I don't know if you want to talk to him first or after, but let me know when you're ready to see the body. I want to be there. Buffkin, do you have a second?
Of course, Miss Snow.
The drunken monkey. What's that? Oh, it's the tarot cards, isn't it?
Pity these can't solve murders.
Maybe they can.
Well, that's appropriate.
Yep. Considering Snow's not forthcoming.
The moon. Usually this is about deception or confusion. But for me, well, who knows?
Well, we've got deception in the form of a glamoured body to make it look like
I
snow.
hope you can find what you're looking for. And acids. Maybe this has been harder on him than I thought.
They're playing with the mirror.
Snow's perfume. Beauty and Beast. Always putting on a show for each other.
Right, so Beauty... So that's the
I
face.
will get to the bottom of this.
There's Ichabod and the Headless Horseman.
Seems like not much has changed between me and Woody. I meant what I said, Snow.
So I wonder what happened to the dwarfs. Don't think this does anything, does it? Can't remember. I think it's the mirror that did things. Oh, rub it for luck.
So, check out anyone who fits that profile. You might start with Bluebeard.
Right away, Miss Snow.
Are you ready to examine the body now?
Yep, let's look at the body.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot.
Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Ichabod got the evidence file, didn't he? But it would
Come on.
seem I don't get to look at it. So, Witching Well? Oh, people were scared of being chucked in the Witching Well, weren't they? Yeah. So the movement's a little clunky in this, but it's even got the same earrings, hasn't it? So it isn't an identical duplicate to Snow White. Or is she the
Didn't
identical
realize-
duplicate to Snow White?
I've never seen her face before now.
Damn, didn't do any of the dialogue
The
options.
glamour
that
is so effective, it's invasive. But just do what you need to do. That's weird. I don't wear a brooch like that.
Maybe it really belonged to her. Not part of the glamour.
Looks like something from the homelands. Buffkin, do you recognize these symbols?
No, nothing I've seen before.
There's a book of symbols in the other room, isn't there? Let me guess, this was...
Looks just like Faith's did. Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
No. He said he wanted to run more tests.
The doctor would be good at removing a head,
If the neck
and he's
wound
delaying
was
the
same,
tests.
there
J'accuse!
might be a ribbon in her mouth too.
Oh,
Anything?
joy.
Nothing. So, it's not exactly the same.
But she was wearing the ribbon, wasn't she? Before she got killed, Faith.
Can you close her mouth? Thanks.
So why can I look at that again?
She got your perfume right.
How would she know? How do you know what perfume I wear?
You can't fool this
He's a
nose.
wolf.
Also, I saw the bottle on your desk.
Do you see that?
Could be a bruise.
Well, that seems to be it for the body. Go back. You might have an arrow that moves when you click it if it doesn't send you back. Oh. Wrinkled tights.
Rope marks.
She was tied up?
There were cinder blocks tied to her ankles.
Cinder
Oh,
blocks?
she was thrown in the river.
So she would sink.
Must have missed that bit.
Oh.
Track marks.
She used Mundy drugs?
Looks that way. Pretty heavily, too. I hear they only go for the legs if they've used up the veins in their arms, or if they're trying to hide the marks. Anyway,
So,
means it's not a perfect match to your leg, unless
Don't be ridiculous.
maybe she was trying to compensate with that perfume.
Wait. If the glamour is supposed to make her look like me, shouldn't it be concealing things like track marks? That brooch, too. Why would it change everything else? I've never seen one this sloppy.
It might just be failing.
Glamours don't just fail. The witches upstairs know what they're doing. That's why they cost so much.
Perhaps it isn't a
someone is
glamour.
making glamours illegally?
It's not technically illegal, miss. It's not encouraged for sure, but there aren't any laws specifically forbidding it.
So there's some sort of black market for glamours?
One would assume so.
Didn't
I imagine anyone
Toad-
with access to the proper books and
he
training
was
could theoretically
talking about
produce a glamour.
glamours, wasn't he?
Yet another thing to worry about. Black market or not, it's a pretty good match. Look at that. The buttons aren't exact either. There's an extra one here.
You're right. These buttons are wrong. I wonder...
What?
Snow.
I need to open it.
I need to open her coat.
Bigby, just let me.
It's a headless corpse. It's not exactly going to be stimulating. Oh my. That underwear was quite
You're still okay?
exotic, though. Does Snow wear a little pink thong?
Sorry, that took longer than expected. What have you found out?
Her glamour's defective.
Oh, defective.
We're thinking it's black market. We should really be regulating this kind of thing.
Yes.
We should keep going.
I've got to go for the underwear.
Are you wearing silk lingerie, Snow?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just trying to see if the clothes are exact.
Because she
Or
is.
not?
But we do know about the strippers in the strip club. Ah, perfume.
What is that?
She had the perfume with her. Looks like someone picked it out for her.
So, someone gave her instructions.
Ooh, I wonder if that strip club is doing people to order.
I've seen things like this before. It's definitely magic, though witches don't usually craft objects these days.
I don't think it's wise to fool around with that. It's some kind of black market magic. Who knows what it could do? We should have it looked at. Just to make sure it isn't dangerous. Don't you think?
Will you keep quiet?
I ain't afraid of no magic.
What?
There's something in here.
How do we open it?
Might want to stand back if you're worried, Crane. I'm gonna try to open it. Something to do with these rings here.
Right, so it's obviously a picture. And it's some kind of stag or deer. If you're going to put puzzles
A
in,
deer.
just make them
What does that mean?
difficult.
Oh,
Ooh. Let me guess, that's Snow White's hair.
is that...
It's your hair.
And that must be a picture of Snow White.
Someone must have taken this from my apartment. I noticed it was missing, but I didn't think. This was the last picture I had of Rose and me. My sister and I don't talk much anymore.
Oh,
Who did this, Bigby?
it's not her sister, surely. That's the end of part 2, and somebody is making prostitutes look like fables. Who else other than Bigby wants to get in bed with Snow White? Thanks for watching.